Generally speaking, the notion which has been put out in recent years has been that Iranian nuclear military capability is unacceptable. That is the word that was used by President Obama on several occasions. And it is similar to an expression used many, many years ago by President John F. Kennedy when he came to Berlin and he made the famous statement, Ich bin ein Berliner, I am a Berliner. And then he said that the Berlin Wall is unacceptable. Well, you probably will recall that it took almost 30-odd years before the unacceptable became really unacceptable. So I believe that we have to have a nuanced approach to this, an approach which brings into play not only the simple answers to simple questions, but also what can be done in a current situation. And on this, I'd like to make a few comments. First of all, I'd like to say that Israel has been at war with Iran for the last 20 years and more. We have been at war. Most of this war has been clandestine. And I believe that it is interesting to note that both sides, both Iran and Israel, have preferred to leave this in the cloak under the darkness of clandestinity. And this is an interesting fact, because it shows that both sides have an interest not to surface much of what has been going on either side of the equation. This being the case, I'd like to say that Israel today, as it is today, is in a situation in which it is one of the most powerful forces in the Middle East. And one of the problems we have had over recent years is that although we are a majority, for instance, in the land of Israel, or in the state of Israel, we have the inferiority complex of a minority. We are still behaving as if we are a minority. And this, of course, is a result of our 2,000 years of history. And, by the way, on the other side, the Arab minority in Israel has as the exact opposite of an inferiority complex. And it behaves as if it is a majority. I think the time has come for us, as Israel, to face Iran as one of the powers in the Middle East. And I believe that the Iranians in their hearts know that we are a power, because they have felt the result of this power in more ways than one over a very long period of time. And every time there has been a major confrontation between us and the Iranians which has reached the surface, the Iranians have recoiled. When in the year 2006 there was a war in Lebanon, and we were facing the Hezbollah, which was an Iranian proxy, the Iranians themselves didn't even fire one shot, although the Hezbollah was a very close ally, not just a close ally, a blood ally of the Iranians. And when in 2009 we had an operation in Gaza against the Hamas, which is also considered to be a proxy of the Iranians did nothing but simply mouth words and express their views, but didn't fire a shot and did nothing on the external side of things to try and change the course of battle at the time. The time for us has come to stand up and say, yes, we will not accept that Iran will be a nuclear power in the Middle East, and we will do everything we can to prevent them from getting nuclear capability. Everything meaning to say everything within the confines of sane and measured and clear policy.